Yo soy KAYDEE. I am KAYDEE, and thank you for joining me on my channel. I am KAYDEE. Please subscribe and please find me on all other social media and follow and share and all the good things. So today, oh, by the way, sorry I couldn't be with you last week, but just, holiday time gets busy, but I'm back this week and we're going to talk briefly about what to do if your significant other cheats. Ugh, I know, not a comfortable subject. But these are just a few thoughts and ideas that I have for you, and hopefully they will be helpful if you are in this situation, but I don't wish this on anyone, but it does happen. So, if you are in a long-term monogamous relationship with someone and you have experienced that your significant other has cheated on you, first of all, my apologies go out to you. Like I said, I would never wish that on anyone. But if you've established that both of you are in this committed relationship and both of you have agreed to be monogamous and both of you have agreed to be in it for the long haul, and then one person cheats, what do? Do you just leave, tell them goodbye, or do you try to stay in it and fix it? Well, again, the choice is yours, and the consequences of cheating, you could lose that person that you're in a relationship with. You could lose them permanently, and that would be a sad situation. But there's so many different variables. For instance, what if you have a family with that person? What if you have children? What if you share assets, real estate, etc.? So it's not like easy, and besides, if you're in a relationship with a person, you really love them, and hopefully they really love you, then it might be, maybe, worth fixing, or possibly you might be able to mend fences and get help and get counseling and get all the things that you need so that the relationship can continue. What should you do? I'm not here to tell you that. It's up to each person to decide. But have I ever been in a relationship where I was cheated on? Yep, habitually by the other person. And it was horrible, it was excruciating. And each time I chose to stay, and probably chose to stay too long and put myself through unnecessary heartache and pain. But I chose to stay because we had a family. I thought it could be worked out. I thought that the other person, the significant other involved, was willing to try to work it out. But the cycle that, unfortunately, in my prior situation was there were promises to work it out and promises to do better that were always short-lived, and the cycle continued. So eventually the relationship completely ended. But once it's out in the open and both of you talk to each other and you've acknowledged it, and it's on the table rather, and you know what the deal is, I mean, of course you're going to feel that betrayal, right? And you're going to feel hurt. And it's not, if you decide to work on it with the other person, and if the other person wants to work on it with you, and if the other person is truly repentant for it, and they feel like they made a horrible mistake, then and they really don't want to lose you, I mean, if they're willing to work on it with you, then see if you can, see if you can try to fix it if both of you are willing. I would highly recommend finding a good couples counselor, and also going to counseling individually, because number one, you need the couples counseling, right? You need to work through that thing together with an impartial third party who has been trained in helping people with their relationships, right? But also you need that individual one-on-one time with a counselor to work on any of your own issues that you may have that you're dealing with in the relationship. And it's going to take time, and it's going to take commitment, and it's going to take healing, and really there's no easy road, but if both of you are willing and the other person is repentant and they are going to completely cut off that relationship with the person that they cheated with and really be 110% into restoring the marriage or the long-term relationship, then maybe try to fix it if, like I said, if both of you are willing. So, and when you do that, it still may or may not work out, but if both of you are willing, there's a better chance. If the person that cheated is like not willing, then obviously there's no more chance of a relationship. You know, you can't make somebody want to be in a relationship, fortunately, actually, because you wouldn't want to be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't even want to be there. But so if the person who cheated is not willing or interested in reconciling, trying to fix things, then you have to go down the road of what it means to sever ties. And like I said, that can be really complicated, especially if you have a home together, if you have kids together, if you have property together, assets together. It can be a whole thing. So definitely, you know, get some legal counsel and legal representation to help you through the process. And it's, like I said, it's not easy. If you decide, you know what, I don't care what they say, no excuse is good enough, I'm out. You know, I'm not willing to listen to them. I'm not willing to try to make this work because I believe that this is the deal breaker, and I'm out. You have that right. You have that right. And no matter what the other person says or what other people say, whatever other people say, you do have that right to end things. You know, if this major trust has been broken. So if you're in a situation where both of you initially agree to work on it, and then the other person does not cut off contact with the person that they were cheating with, and makes up excuses as to why they can't or whatever, and you know, you see that they're not giving 110% to the effort to reconcile, then you might want to reconsider trying to work it out if the other person is really not going to be 110% in with you. So, like I said, it's not easy. And you know, people can promise to try and promise to, we're really going to put in an effort, but you have to look at behavior. If the behavior of the person who cheated is saying, well, I sort of want to try, but I sort of don't, and if they keep lying, if they keep seeing the other person, if they refuse to cut off contact, if they don't, you know, go to agreed upon counseling sessions, whatever, then you may want to reconsider trying to work it out. And it's sad. There's no other way to describe it. It's sad. It's heartbreaking. Trust is broken, and you have to go through that grieving process, because there's a grieving process involved in having the commitment betrayed like that. And so these are just like a few suggestions of things that might be able to help you make it through. If you're like, well, I don't know what to do, get some counsel. You know, if you're just kind of like, I don't know whether to give him a chance or not. I don't know if I should work on this or not. I don't know if it's worth it or not. You know, then talk to some people. Get some counsel from wise people that you trust, that are impartial. Because if you go and you talk to your family, of course your family's going to side with you. Of course your friends are going to side with you. You know, that's the nature of the relationship. Your family's going to have your back, and or your friends are going to have your back, which is good. You know, you need people to have your back, but at the same time, you don't need everyone in your business, my opinion. So, like I said, I think it's better to get an impartial third party to give you some clear advice, and you can lay out all of the details, because everyone's details are different, right? Everyone has different situations and different aspects to their relationship, and nothing is a one-size-fits-all solution. So, but my So definitely get an impartial, professional third party, to a counselor or a therapist or a licensed social worker, to help you to make a wise decision and to know which way to go with this. But know that if you decide to stick in it and work through it, and the other person's like really in it, it's gonna take hard work. You're not, the trust is broken, so it's gonna be hard for you to trust. But definitely go to a counselor so that you don't get into like different traps of reliving the past or holding on to things that you shouldn't hold on to, or there's so many things that the counselor can help bring out, that as you work together to heal the relationship, that both of you can do to, that the partner who cheated can do to reassure you, and that you can do to help in the process, help to receive the good intentions and good actions of the partner who is trying to restore the relationship, and so forth and so on, and then both of you can work together to then reestablish a firm foundation and go from there. So like I said, there's no one-size-fits-all solution. I'm sorry if this has happened to you, or if this is your situation. Definitely my thought is, don't stay in the situation where there is a cycle of cheating and then forgiveness and then acting better for a little while and then going back to cheating, and then that cycle continues and continues. My thought, that is unhealthy for you to stay in. So don't stay in a situation like that. But definitely seek out some professional help, and I hope these are just some ideas. Having gone through it myself in the past, I know how hard it can be, okay? So do what's best for yourself. Get the help you need, get the support you need, get professional counseling, and also, if you're a religious person, then you might want to seek out that guidance as well, and see what you feel is the best route to go. Okay, so I hope some of this has helped you. Many blessings, and until next time, I am KAYDEE. Much love, much peace.